Hello and welcome to day 49, I guess. This is the last day of week 7. Tomorrow starts week 8. Uh, I have no idea what we're going to do today. Just going to kind of see what comes up next and everything. I had pulled everything out, was getting everything set up to do the stream, and I couldn't get the iPad to show up so that you could see what was going on. And I was like trying to figure it out, and I'm rebooting stuff and doing everything. And then I realized that there's one extra step I have to take. I have to start something called NDI capture. And I hadn't done that. So the iPad was not sending anything to Ecamm to show you. So it was like I spent probably 10 plus minutes doing that. So no warm-ups, no nothing. We're just, popping in here and going crazy. So we're going to jump over into, if you're new, welcome. And I'm going to drop a little link. If you're new here and you want to follow what's going on, I've dropped my link to my mailing list in chat so that you can sign up for that. I generally send out one email early on Tuesday morning, and that shows my schedule for the week. My schedule can change, but under normal circumstances, Sunday through Friday, I stream at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and on Saturdays, I stream at 4 p.m. in the afternoon. Hey, Gretchen, welcome. And that's pretty standard. Occasionally, something may come up, and I have to switch things around because of work or something else going on. But generally speaking, Sunday through Fridays is at 2 p.m. in the afternoon on Pacific time, and Saturdays is at 4 p.m. Pacific. If I know ahead of time, I'll put that in the schedule when it comes out on Tuesday. But anyway, thank you for being here. And as I said, we're going to kind of jump in. We're going to see where today goes. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen today, but we'll find out together. So coming into the practice scene, I did notice one thing as I was kind of looking through the lessons and stuff. Right now, I'm in what they call stage 1. And the stages, the higher you get in the stage, the more advanced the songs and everything get. I am in course 12 in stage 1. And so there's a couple more. There's a Disney song that works on a pop song, Sound of Silence. And then there's a challenge at the end of every course section. But when I go into the next course, and I kind of looked at this yesterday, there's something called getting into position. And it is weird because when I get to stage 2, it's literally like starting at the basics. It was like 3-finger songs. Mary Had a Little Lamb is one of the first songs that's played in there with 3 fingers. And then there's a couple other little very simplified 3-finger songs. So it's literally like they've taken a step back and they're talking about counting and time signatures and stuff like that, learning. So it seems kind of like almost like a refresh and going back to the beginnings. It's 2 brand new coaches talking about this in here. So it's kind of, hey, Jeff, welcome. And hey, other Paul, how are you doing? So it's interesting. I'm kind of not sure how this is all tying in, but the stage is called Learn the Basics. And it truly does, like I said, go back to the basics and starts talking about reading sheet music and all that stuff. So I'm interested to kind of see what's going to happen once we get up to this stage and start this process. But like I said, it was 2 brand new coaches, people I'd never seen. Now I can tell they're older ones because the background is just a solid color. It's not like the modernized, where you look like they're standing in a room and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting to see where this goes and how this changes everything. Hopefully we get away from the playing with 1 finger going forward, but we'll see. That's coming up soon. We can get through all these things. So we did, I'm a believer. We went through that. We did do a practice song. I think we were doing a Bee Gees song and Stay It Alive, which was beyond hilarious and comical and stuff. It's still something that we're going to work on, but I think we're going to table that for a little bit until we get through some other stuff. So I think what we're going to do, we'll see. Like I said, we'll see where this goes today. I think I'm going to go up into the next song, the Disney song. The other thing that happened is last night it triggered everything. So now we have a whole new set of goals for the week. So we have technically 2 daily streaks, which we don't have a problem with. We get that every day. 2 daily streaks to get this week. We have to complete a lesson challenge, and we have to complete 2 song challenges. And so staying alive is something that would count as one of those song challenges. So that's our goals for the week. So they seem to start on Mondays. My week, actually, because of when I started the stream, starts on Tuesdays. So we're kind of close in line, but we'll see what happens. So anyway, let's go in here and see what happens with the Disney song.
Hey, Celia here. Today we're going to be learning Colors of the Wind from the Pocahontas movie, composed by Stephen Schwartz and Alan Menken, who are both recognized across all of our favorite Disney films. Did you know that Pocahontas is still the only Disney princess movie to be based on a real historical figure? In this song, we're going to be working on finger dexterity, which means your fingers will move quickly across the keyboard. But don't worry, the song is basically only 5 parts. We'll go through them each, and they're all very similar. So let's get started. Most of the notes will happen in your right hand, but we're going to be using the left hand a little bit to supplement some of those notes that are lower. For this song, it really helps me to sing or speak the lyrics along as I go. Let's find our starting position. We're going to start with both of our thumbs on G and A, which are turquoise and blue. This is the only hand position that we're going to be using throughout the whole song. I want to point out this reach. You're going to leave your pinky on that F, which is green, in the right hand. So let's get into that first verse. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue corn moon? So practice that on your own a few times. Try and see if you can sing the words or say them as you play.
You're right. Helps if you count. Maybe we're gonna restart. Am I? I have trouble with that second. Why is that so hard? Got to be kidding. Oh! Fire the student today. Okay, come on, start playing. Part of me wishes it was notes. Okay, this is like, okay, this is painful. See if we can do this again. Okay, same thing, just a little faster.
Awesome. Now let's try that second section. We'll start
my
again
God.
in the same hand position. Or ask the grinning bobcat why he grinned. Now practice that section alone a
If you
few
need to know
times.
the words of the song. Now the other finger wants to play.
Now let's try stringing those two sections together really slowly.
This is going to be scary, but we'll see what happens here.
Now the third section is just as similar. We'll start in the same hand position again. Can you sing with all the voices of the mountain? And we'll end with our pointer finger in the left hand on F. So practice that a few times. For the fourth and fifth sections of the song, they're very similar, and we'll start in that same hand position again. Your starting note will be D, orange, in your ring finger. Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? And the fifth section is the exact same except for the last note. Can you paint with all the colors of the wind?
Days are more impressive. I was talking in last month. Some days are more impressive than others. I like walking and chewing bubble gum.
So let's try stringing those last three sections together.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I had to cough. A turbo mode. Waiting for it to start the next. Yes, sorry. Okay, took a little bit. Hey, Obs, welcome. Okay, we got the streak out of the way. At least we have one success today. Let's see if we can finish up.
Awesome. Now let's try stringing the whole song together. Remember, you're staying in one hand position the whole song.
We'll wait till the...
This song will help you improve your finger dexterity, and it'll help you carry on to further technique down the road. Because the lines in this song are so similar, it really helps me to sing or speak along as I play.
We're doing that.
It really helps me to sing or speak along as I play.
Okay. better. Oh my gosh.
Great job. Now keep practicing that in sections and with the whole song together. And remember, you're staying in that hand position throughout the whole song, but make sure your hands aren't rigid or tense while you're playing.
Easier said than done. This is the trust.
Or tense while you're playing.
See what it says. Doesn't give me a score. That's the only problem with some of these. It kind of tells you if you got perfect notes, but it really doesn't give you an overview of what you did. I'm going to try that one more time. See what happens there.
Rigid or tense while you're playing.
And see, sometimes when you go back like this, it doesn't, see if it does, picks up the, and it also goes out of sync. Okay, let's see, we're going to come out. I'm going to quit. Start it back up. Sorry. Come on. Has to talk to the mothership. Okay, everything's connected. We're going to go back in here. Oops, come on, back. This. We're going to...
Awesome. Now let's try stringing.
I think that was even worse. Anyway, I think we'll pause it for the day here. We've gone for about 30 minutes. Anyway, well, that was, I think it wasn't too bad. We did pretty good. Once we got through some of the initial stages, I think it actually went fairly good. Anyway, this is the end of day 49 of week 7. Tomorrow starts week 8, day 50. I will be back, as I said, at 2 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow, and we will do this again. I'm hoping maybe we can finish out this stage so that we move into stage 2 after this. That's going to be my goal for tomorrow, but we'll see how it goes. If it goes as good as today, we might make it. But anyway, thank you again for joining me. I've popped in a link to my mailing list if you're new here and you want to kind of follow on the events. I'll be sending out an email tomorrow morning with my schedule for the upcoming week and keeping you up to date on what's going on. And again, thank you so much for joining me. Thanks, Val and Gretchen and Paul and Obbs for hanging in here with me. And we'll see you all tomorrow. Take care.